It is Saturday, September 9th, 2017, and we are going to Cleveland to see Ed Sheeran's Divide tour today. I have seen Ed open for Taylor on the Red Tour, and I saw him at the Amp Radio show a couple of years ago, but this is the first time we're seeing him headline, so we're pretty excited about it. Alrighty, so I'm going to pick up Molly and Maya, and then we have about a 2-hour drive to Cleveland. We're stopping to meet some of my family who are also going to the concert for dinner, and we're staying at a hotel, so I think we're stopping at the hotel to drop our stuff off. Alright, we made it to Cleveland. We made it to the room. Molly just discovered the refrigerator in the room, and now we gotta hurry and get back to the Dairy Queen.
Taking a video of this. This is embarrassing.
This is the fun stuff.
So there's more than one person.
We thought. Molly says, let's stop and ask this man if this is the way to the parking garage. And he's like, oh, right out this door. So we walk across the street, go up the elevator to the 4th floor where we were supposed to have parked, and nothing looks familiar at all. So we decided that's not our parking garage. And we go to find another one, and Molly's like, maybe this one's it. Luckily, we stopped to ask another person, because no, that wasn't it either. So we can't get back to the hotel if we can't even find our car. So where did we go from here? We went and we met my cousins at Dairy Queen, and then we followed them to Harry Buffalo, right? Well, first we followed them to the parking garage, and then went and ate at Harry Buffalo, which was very busy, obviously, because there's a concert and a baseball game going on. And then we were there for like 2 hours, because it took so long. There were 17 of us in our group. And then we walked over to the queue, and what we learned is if you're using flash seats or like an app for your tickets, don't have them scan a screenshot, because it'll tell them that it's not a real ticket. So we had to go over to the box office, and they had to give us like paper tickets, but we got in. And then we went and bought our shirts, which didn't take as long as it sometimes does. And then we went and found our seats, and the opener was Joshua Radin. We didn't know him.
He's from Cleveland though.
He's from Cleveland. It wasn't that long of a break between. Normally I feel like we have to wait for like ever between, yeah, at least a half hour between the opener and the headliner. And it wasn't that long before Ed came out, and he just kind of sauntered out on stage. No fanfare or anything, he just appeared. But he was awesome. What, did he play every song that you hoped? Oh, he played Bloodstream, and we're not super huge fans of Bloodstream.
I want to hear Bibi Yabba Yay.
We didn't get
Barcelona.
Yes. I really like Barcelona. We didn't get to hear Barcelona. But today was the 6-year anniversary of his first album being released. So he played Kiss Me. Is that what that one's called?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which Tenerife C.
And Tenerife C. He hasn't played Kiss Me since 2013. January 2013. He was very specific. And he played that for us, which was really exciting. We like when we get special things. And then Tenerife C, which he said he doesn't play very often anymore. But we then made our way to the parking garage, and as you saw before, we had an issue with finding it. Then we sat in the parking garage for an hour waiting for traffic to die down. And then we went to leave the parking garage, and there was a girl standing in the driveway, but not like in front of us, so we couldn't leave, and she just sort of meekly raised her hand at us as we drove by, and I just continued on past because she just looked like she was begging. I thought it was just someone who wandered into the parking garage and was begging people for money at their windows. And then we got to the booth, and because what I thought was that she was gonna like con us and be like, you have to pay for your parking right here, and then we would get down to the booth and they'd be like, you have to pay for your parking here, why would you give someone up their money? Well, when we got down to the booth, there was no one there. So
Nothing was open. So
Yeah, the gate was open. So we sat there for a second and people started honking at us, but we were like, we're not gonna try.
I swear I'm just not trying to be as loud as humanly possible.
But the gate was open and we were like, but we didn't pay. And it was supposed to be $40 to park there. And so we sat there for a minute and people got irritated pretty quickly. And then an official looking man came out. So we rolled down the window and Molly asked him where we pay, and he was just kind of like, didn't you see the girl? And Molly's response was, no. So he's like,
a lot.
oh, she's not up there? So then he gets on his radio and he's like, 123, where are you at? And she's like, at the top. And we're just like, this is not a system we're accustomed to. So then Molly was like, okay, so how do we pay? And he was like, no, you're good. And he's like, wait, let me see your ticket. And he looks at our parking ticket thing and he goes, yeah, you're good. So we left. And then we had to find our way back to the hotel. It was fine for the most part until the GPS told us we couldn't turn left and we could. And then the GPS wanted to make a U-turn where we couldn't. The thing I was gonna say was, at least we've had no near-death experiences.
Oh.
And then I was like, I'm not gonna say that while we're driving, because then we'll have one. So then we got to back to the hotel, and we stopped at we tried to find the vending machine. Most vending machines are on like every other floor, you know? And then we look there's a sign on every floor that says, vending machine and ice. There's an ice machine on every floor, but we couldn't find the vending machine anywhere. There's a little store on the first floor, so we went and got some snacks.
The arrow points down.
Yeah, the arrow does point down, which we were unclear whether it meant like backwards behind you or down, and evidently it meant down the floors. So we're gonna eat our snacks, and tomorrow morning there's breakfast, so we can have some breakfast in the morning. We were afraid that was why there were no vending machines, is they're providing breakfast and that's all you get. We didn't sleep very well. I don't know if it was a combination of the weird pillows and the noisy children, but that was a fun night. And then we went and had breakfast. Now we're gonna get ready for our 2-hour drive home. We've made it home. We had a really good time. Ed is one of the best performers there is live. So any chance you have to see Ed, I would definitely recommend going to see him. We don't have any more concerts planned until Harry Styles next June. So we've got a little bit. Let me know in the comments who your all-time favorite live performer is. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time.